Hey guys, this is Elbethium. Welcome back to the channel and another helpful guide, this time again for Elden Ring. Now today I'm going to be discussing and explaining how does dodging work, because I know for a fact a lot of people are very confused about it. Not just confused, but they feel uh, very much scared of it. That actually might be the correct way to say, because people like to see the pros and they're like dodging left and right, all butt naked through every attack that the boss has thrown at them, and they feel a little bit impressed by it. Like it's something that is very daunting, and I know that people don't exactly know how this works. Now, dodging and rolling is gonna be exclusively dependent on your equipment load. There's heavy load, medium load, and light load. Heavy load is gonna cause you to do fat rolls. These are absolutely ineffective, and you will be uh, not able to dodge roll through almost anything. Where you want to go is the light load. The light load gives you the most invincibility frames. Invincibility frames, and you might say, Albathium, this is pretty obvious, but I simply have to say it because some people might not know. Invincibility frames are frames between the very start and the end of your rolling animation. If you get hit at the even at the very start, so needless to say, at the very end of the animation, you are gonna get hit. The trick is aligning your invincibility frames against the boss's attack. Now, we are here with Godfrey, and don't let purists ruin the fun for you. I'm here gonna be using 4 different bosses to show you how to dodge pretty much everything. 2 of these bosses are very similar, and well, I kind of want to start you off with a little bit of an easier thing, and we are going to work our way towards that ultimate ultra instinct mode that I know you do possess deep within yourself. Here's the thing, I'm here using a shield as well. Why am I using the shield here? Well, I like to switch between a lot of different playstyles, from butt naked to this to heavy, whatever. You want to play the game, you want to experience everything that the game has to offer. But why am I suggesting to you that you do use the shield just like I did here? Do this. Dodge through one attack and then block the next one, because it might be a little bit too overwhelming for you as a beginner, just dodging through one attack, second attack, third attack. You wanna pull off a successful rolling dodge, and then just so it kind of settles in with you that you have done it, you don't start panicking about the next attack, because that moment of realization and accomplishment that you did do it is very, very important. And that is why blocking the next hit is going to go a long way in making this possible for you. Just like that, what I did here, I'm keeping my shield up. Uh, you also can see that I'm kind of walking around, circling around this boss. Some bosses are very weak to that, but it can be very misleading. See, here you go. I dodged, I blocked, I dodge again. It's a combination that is going to be very, very effective for you. Because here's the thing, I did all of these bosses like no damage, and if I can do this, no damage, you can at least accomplish a overwhelming victory. I know you can. But do you see here? Okay, we're going to use right this attack. So here's the windup. The problem here is, and a lot of people have complained about Elden Ring, that bosses move in a weird way. They have weird windups. There's this delay. This delay exists to create pressure on a player, and then you just act out too early. And that's all about uh, getting you killed in these games. That's what they are built around. That's why they're famous for. So here you see, I'm still not rolling here. When you want to roll is just a sec. Okay, so it's not the moment the attack is going to hit you. It's a split second before it connects with you, because like I said earlier, you don't want to be caught at the very start of your animation, because that is going to result in you dying. Um, you need to practice every single boss and their attacks to know when to implement your rolling. So it's not too soon, it's not too late. Just like here, it's kind of like halfway through. And a lot of these bosses, even though here it worked, I rolled away from the boss. But most of the times, and this is very psychological in these games, and these games do it a lot, because the more fear, stress, pressure these games put on the player, the more control they take away from you. The more control they take away from you, you are done. You have lost. So it's not just about how good you are with the gamepad in your hands. It's about staying calm as well. That is why most of the times you should be when you do roll and dodge, you should be doing that towards the enemy. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible to dodge backwards, but more often than not, it's going to result in you being hit. Just be calm, be confident, roll towards the boss. And well, you can see here that he also has this stomping attack. So there's the wind up, and I'm still not going into my dodging. You have to wait till that split second before the attack causes the desired effect. In this case, stomping the floor, causing that area of effect. And well, see, I have already started just before the attack has commenced. We are going into our roll animation. And we have rolled successfully, and I blocked his next attack. This is the first lesson that I'm trying to teach you here. Roll, block the next attack. This is very important because it gives you one small moment of, you catch some breathing room, and it settles in. You're very pleased with yourself. You can put this further to use. So now we're gonna be moving to the next boss fight, which is Godric. Now, from the very beginning, you can tell this is a pretty big boss. The size difference between you, like I say again, it's very psychological, is to make you feel small, literally small, and weak, that there's a large difference between the two of you. Now, here we go. This is the very beginning of the boss fight. Here's the wind up. I'm still not doing anything. Still not doing anything. Do you see that? The attack is halfway through. Well, in this case, like I said, it always depends on the attack itself. The speed which it travels towards you is just going to depend. Every boss is going to be a bit of a story for themselves, and you have to well memorize their attacks. And but the good thing is that this overall muscle memory, I'm sorry about that, is going to go a long way in you uh, getting the hang of every next boss and how they attack, the speed, the patterns, everything. And I'm rolling here straight at the boss. Straight at the boss. See, there was no contact. We are here. We have an opening. We're gonna hit him. And then we just basically pay attention to what's going on. A lot of these bosses have, close range attacks. Range attacks, you just need to pay attention, keep your distance, pick your moments wisely. And here he goes into a windup. It all depends on you not dodging too soon. Just pick that perfect moment. Just like this. There you go. And he here has two attacks that kind of follow each other up. It's not that fast, but it's not slow either. This is why I have picked this boss fight as the second lesson. In the first one we had, you block once, or dodge, then you block the next one. Here you already have to connect more than one dodge right after the other. Still, you get that one moment where you shouldn't be doing anything too soon. Another melee attack, dodge straight through it. That is basically that. A lot of these attacks, are very telegraphed, and the wind-up is very, very long. Like I said, that a lot of players complained about this, but this is also very good for you because you see the attacks coming. They're not that, like so fast, even though there's going to be some bosses who do this. Once again, right through the attack towards the boss, and that's it. Now, the third lesson is going to be dodging magic, and the perfect boss for this is Renola. See, a lot of these spells can be dodged just by positioning yourself, not even using the rolling. It's just about positioning, maybe even circling around the boss a little bit. Here she tries to use this on us that would have more safely to say one shot us to oblivion, but we are positioning ourselves and it just doesn't connect. But her follow-up spell is where the problem might arise. So here you see, it's still coming. I'm not rolling. Still coming. This is the moment I choose to roll. And it absolutely evaded everything. Now, don't be confused by my high level and the damage output I'm doing here. We are not talking about doing damage. I'm literally just showing you the defensive maneuver, which is dodging, and how you can implement that against, well, pretty much every attack in the game. I am 99% sure that every single attack in the game can be dodged. The one thing I'm not sure about is Mogs. I think that's his name. Down there in the Blood Palace, he cast this spell at you, and it pretty much hit me anywhere I was. But it's kind of like a effect more than damage itself. That's one thing I am not sure how to dodge. Everything else I have truly, truly managed to dodge, and I'm gonna show you that. This is the third lesson. It's not a hard one, especially after you're coming off of the first two. And the fourth and final lesson is gonna be this guy. Now, I have picked him because he's absolutely perfect to round this guide up. He is fast, he is very erratic, he has a lot of close range attacks, he has area of effect attacks also, and long ranged attacks. It's a very fast paced boss fight. And well, let's get to it. Now he opens with a melee attack. We pick our moment. Again, I don't know why it's so pixelated. We pick our moment yet again. We dodge towards the boss first, and then we just dodge away from him because he himself is regrouping. We want to do the same thing depending on what is the next course of action that you want to take. Now, he has quite a few attacks. Now, this is one of the long range attacks. Again, a pretty long wind up. You pick your moment. Not sure why it's pixelated yet again, but the point is not going to be lost. Right before you get hit is where you start rolling. Not too soon, not too late, and you are going to avoid that. This is another long range attack. Just pay attention and don't get too anxious and pressured into acting out too soon. If you don't, everything will be just fine. Wait for a second, do your roll. As soon as you see him doing his thing, it's time to act here. Another follow-up. See, here you can absolutely be connecting rolls after a roll, because at this point, if you have been implementing these things that I'm talking about, you are going to feel very comfortable to do this. Now, after this, we're going to move to his second phase. Just a sec. Okay. Now, the boss is in the air. This might make you feel stressed out because it feels like he is holding all of the control over the boss fight, in this case, fight with you. But that is not true because the dodge is such an amazing tool where you can truly dodge everything. And I'm going to show you this one really big area of effect attack that I have managed to dodge just by staying calm, nothing else. So here again, you don't want to be rushed. Wait for a second. you know the attack is gonna come, and you dodge. Easy as that. And you dodged again. Always through the attack. Through the attack, absolutely is gonna be easy. Now here, I'm gonna show you this pretty, pretty nifty little dodging thing that has happened just by staying calm. As he comes down and hits with the explosion, it was just a split second before I started rolling, and it seems like there's another explosion. I wait just a second and I roll again, and I make it out of there absolutely, absolutely untouched. And that, guys, is pretty much all that it takes. And then you just proceed to wreck the boss's face. Now, if you have a just this, I said this is not gonna be an offensive guide, but I have to throw this in there. Now, you see here that I have staggered the boss, and instead of going for that, let's call it almost a visceral attack, using a little bit of Bloodborne terminology, I have proceeded to just pound on the boss because I will do more damage to him than just going for that opening. If you have a high DPS, and I have a guide for my build, which I killed, uh, which boss was it? Morgoth? I think I killed him in like about 40 seconds. It was also no damage, so I'd strongly recommend you maybe see what it is, tweak it to your own playstyle. It's gonna be very good. Anyway, guys, this is the guide. I hope this helps you, uh, because once you get this down, every Soulsborne game that comes is gonna be a little bit easier, and the muscle memory you have from this is going to be a fantastic foundation for you to proceed to new games, and there will be new games coming from Software. Guys, that's that from me. See you in the next one.